Hello, and welcome. My name is Kabini, and welcome to the channel. Today we are playing a game called Heretic. Well, sorry, scratch that. It is two games, Heretic and Hexen. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm not really that familiar as well. These are basically These are games from the 90s that are made on the same engine as the original Doom games. I do not know much about these, but I have heard about them. Some time ago, like quite a while ago, I was looking up games that are similar to the original Doom games, and I'd heard of these, but sadly, I couldn't find any way to actually play them on any modern consoles. But I recently found out that they had now been released on Xbox. I assume they'll be available on PC. I'm not sure about PlayStation, probably. I don't know. But they are by Raven, if I'm not mistaken, which is Activision, which is Xbox at the moment. So, well, but and since both Doom and Raven are technically under Xbox, like I assume it's more likely there will be Xbox exclusive. Again, I don't know. Um, but anyway, I apologize. That is me waffling on. So I don't know anything about these games, but all I know is that they are made on the original Doom engine, much like what was that Star Wars game that was made on the original Doom engine? One second, let me just double check. Star Wars Dark Forces. That is the name of the Star Wars game that was made on the Doom engine. And so, without further ado, let's just get into it. Okay. Ah. So I do believe there are multiple chapters to this, as displayed on the menu we saw before. I actually wasn't aware that there was a multiplayer. I do have a friend who I believe might be playing this soon. If I can get him on board, maybe I can make a video of playing multiplayer. Who knows? I always find it funny when games give you the option to either get a new game or a loader game when it's when it's the first time playing it. I find it very funny when that happens because I'm just there thinking like, what game am I gonna load? It's my first time playing it. Which episode? Oh, so this is again quite like Doom in the sense that Doom has different like episodes. If I remember correctly, like if I'm not mistaken, wasn't the original Doom game each episode was like released separately as opposed to released together? Because I know that on the port on the Xbox that I play, they're all sort of bundled together as well as having some like sort of extra episodes which I believe were made by community, which I do need to play at some point. I haven't played. Maybe I'll play them on YouTube. Who knows? But yeah, I also do have this desire to play the original Doom games, but I want to play it so as I don't manually save. Like I know there's gonna be like autosave anyway, but leaving it to only autosave can be kind of a pain in the ass since if you die you don't save your progress. So I might play Doom with no manual save. So anyway, what are these skill levels? I assume these are just the difficulties. Thou needeth a wet nurse. I love that. Yellow bellies are us. It's like a Toys R Us thing. I love it. That's brilliant. Bringest them one. What? Thou art a smite meister. I need to add these to my daily vocabulary. Black plague possesses thee. Well, I do not think that I am good enough for black plague possesses thee. Usually when I start a new game, I go for the mid territory, like the middle territory in terms of difficulties, because then it's not too easy, not too difficult. So I assume that would be bringest, then wanneth. Oh, this is, yeah, right off the bat, it is Doom. I'm wasting ammo. What is that? Oh, holy moly. What am I doing? I think it's either this or Hexen that gives you a sword. I assume it's this one. Can I lower the sensitivity? Because it feels a bit too sensitive. Horizontal sensitivity. Yeah, let's... What would... Hold on. If this is at like... if this is at 20... If this was at 25, what is 100? I'm gonna check out 100 just to see what that looks like. Wait, vertical sensitivity? Can we look up? Can we look up? In a game made on the original Doom engine? That sounds weird. I can. Holy moly. Holy shit. That is... Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna reduce my sensitivity. I don't need it that far. Let's go to 15. That's fine, I guess. Quartz flask. Yay! I got a thing? Yeah, it feels weird to play an original Doom engine game where I can look up. I can't tell if those are supposed to be Caco demons, or as I like to call them, Coco. Because they feel very Coco. I mean, they're the first ones you find, so like, they would... Oh, okay, that's just water, I guess, probably. It would stand to reason that they are imps. Those are imps, the smaller guys in Doom, right? Is there a menu? There's no menu. Because thou art not good enough for a menu. What do I do? I don't know. Ah. Violence. Violence is not the answer. Whereest am I going? This way? Wait, it's X? To interact? I mean, I guess X is usually quite commonly the interact button, but isn't... Like, it's A on Xbox. On the original Doom. Oh my gosh, that's going to be off-putting. I'm just going to go back to Doom and just like mess up the controls. Okay. That's the yellow key. Yeah, okay. Speaking of like weird controls, I was playing Doom 2016 for the first time in a couple of years, and it was really jarring because I was like, the controls are so different, obviously. I mean, they're very, very far apart. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. I like that. Just like the soul leaving the body as like it died and just like ripped apart. That is cool. But yeah, no. So it was quite jarring playing 2016 after playing. I was playing Doom 64 specifically with the classics. But these feel more like hips. Sorry, and not to mention, I set it to classic controls for a moment, and I don't know what quite they were referring to when it comes to classic controls, but I was just playing Doom 64. And the controls from Doom 64 to Doom 2016 in the classic mode of the control settings was not classical in feeling. I think the only real setting they've got that actually makes it feel classical is the one where it gives you the gun pose, the classic gun pose, which I like, which I use. Alright, it's X. My mistake. Oh, hello. Do you have an index? Gauntlet of Necromancer. Holy moly! That is cool. It's like the I forget what the power up is called. Hold on. Sorry, my brain's not working. Supercharge, that's the one I'm thinking of. The one where it makes your fists more powerful. Fear my necromancer gloves! Gauntlets, sorry. Fear my necromancer gauntlets. I'm clearly unworthy for these gauntlets because I couldn't even remember that they were called gauntlets. Crystal Vial. Is Crystal Vial for the gauntlets? Oh, I can jump people with a stick in a Doom game. Forgive me, I know it's not technically Doom, but it is a Doom game basically. So forgive me if I call it a Doom game. Fear the stick. Fear the stick. Thou art shall die by the hands by my sticketh. Fear the stick. Ah. How would you feel if you knew that you were going to be prodded by a stick to death? You're just like in like hell in a field of all these. Oh. Staff intervention. Heretic, kill 5 enemies with a staff in one. Okay. Yeah. Now, how would you feel if, like, you were in this, like, field of, like, warriors in heaven or hell or whatever, and they were all discussing how they died, and they were all just like, oh yeah, so I died defending a entire group of civilians. The other ones are just like, I was a one-man army. All of my crew had died and I had lasted days in the battlefield surviving on nothing but dirt and water. And I was finally slain by my enemies after killing hundreds of them. And you're all just like, yeah, I was just standing in the middle of a corridor and some random wizard just came up and prodded me with a stick and killed me. It's like, oh, Okay. Cool. That is an evil laugh if I ever heard one. It's intriguing that there's two life counters, like life sign counters. There's one that's like directly referencing life by a number, and then there's just the health bar underneath. Okay, so is this basically the chainsaw? The heretic equivalent of the chainsaw? Because like as I pull myself, like as I get someone, it pulls me towards them like almost like magnetically. Yeah, you run away. I'll still find you. Hidden door. Very doom. I got another achievement. Necrotized. Kill 10 enemies with the gauntlets of the necromancer in one map. Tome of Power. What does that do? Ethereal arrows. Oh, this is jarring. Oh, I got arrows before I even got the crossbow. At least I've got ammunition now. Quartz flask. I'm confused. Was I supposed to leap towards that platform I didn't go through? Oh, this is rather confusing. No, 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 no. Alright, I can't jump, so fudge, I'm gonna have to go back. Sorry about this. I am clearly terrible. That sounds like laughing, like demonic laughing. I don't like that. Yep. Nope. Okay. I assume there's probably gonna be some people like who've played this before, like thinking, "Oh my gosh, it's already taken me so long to play the mission." I'm sorry. I've never done this before. The familiarity of Doom helps, but the differences is very off-putting. Not in a bad way, but it's like slight differences can be very off-putting. There we go. Ho! Okay, I'm fine with this. I might try to pull up a YouTube tutorial at some point, like, once I've finished with the game. I might try to pull up a YouTube tutorial on looking for the secrets. Oh, hello. Whether I'll do it on screen or whether I'll do it in my own time, I don't know, but I am very curious about coming back to this game and looking for secrets. This will be a... Oh no, I thought I was going to need the blue key for this. Evidently not. Nope. Oh! That was level 1! It took me less time than I thought I did. I guess, to be fair, I did kind of go on for... I probably spent over like 10 minutes waffling. Because it says I've been doing this for like 22 minutes now. I guess I kind of did like over 10 minutes of waffling. Oh well. So I'm gonna just I'm just gonna end this level for now and get back to it because like I'm new to this game, so I kind of just want to ease my way into it. But yeah, it's very intriguing. I'm loving the stick. I love that I can just like beat these like mythological creatures with a stick. With a staff. I know it's a staff specifically. But it just feels funny to just say I'm beating these like freaking demon creatures to death with a stick. Obviously I didn't get everything, that's fine. This is my first time playthrough. It's funny, it's brilliant, I love it, it's jarring, it's interesting. It's something I'm gonna need to get used to, because like I said, like slight differences can be kind of like can send my brain to slightly out of focus, but I will get used to it, hopefully. It's honestly been really funny though, like I've been wanting to play Heretic and Hexen for a while now, so I'm glad that I'm finally getting to play it. Or them. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you guys for joining. If you have joined anyway. Sorry. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me play the first mission of Heretic for the first time. I certainly have enjoyed playing it. I apologize if I'm not the best with words. I've been doing this for long enough, you'd think I would know what to say, but I'm very inconsistent, so I do apologize if I just don't really know what to say. I will figure out how to make an intro and an outro. But nonetheless, if you have enjoyed watching this, please subscribe to my YouTube, like, whatever. I hope you have a wonderful day. Sincerely. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye.